you have a look at this particular video, watch inside the chamber there, and you can see the water level rising and falling far more than the water level on the outside of that chamber. Now this is in a wave tank, and that's waves being passed by the chamber, and you can see what's happening inside. Let me just replay that again while I speak about it. This is the phenomenon of resonance. Now there's lots and lots of cases of resonance in the physical world, including radio waves resonate in an aerial, and that's why you can pick up a signal. Swings, when you make a swing, rock back and forth, and you build up the amplitude, that's you're causing it to resonate. This is another example, and in our case here, what we're able to do by clever design of the geometry of our chamber is to draw more power into this chamber than otherwise would have been the case. And I'm not just talking about a little bit more. You can see here that the amplification is fourfold inside that chamber. In other words, the water level's rising and falling 4 times that of the wave outside. And because the energy density is proportional to the square of that factor, so not fourfold but 16-fold increase in the energy density inside the chamber, that's a massive positive for the economics of the project. It enables us to draw far more energy into the system than would naturally be incident upon the device. So it's another great development that we've managed to achieve in recent times. Now just finally, I'll just move on to past the mathematics, and I won't bore the audience with that one. But here is a video where I'm describing how the turbine works, and I'm not sure whether the voiceover is in the background there, but let me just describe it to you now. The blade's like an aeroplane wing. You can see there the profile. The air flows around and pushes on that inner side and drives the turbine in the direction I was just pushing it there. When the wave recedes, it draws the air back from the other direction, so the blades then pitch back to in the way that you can see now, but the force is still on the same side of the blade, so it continues to drive the turbine in the same direction. So the turbine spins in the same direction regardless of the fact that the airflow oscillates back and forth depending on whether the wave is rising or falling. So that's the essence of the technology. We have a very new and efficient turbine that addresses the unique aspect of wave energy, which is oscillatory flow back and forth rather than other turbines which only work in one direction, and couples that with the very exciting ability to attain resonance and draw multiples more power into the system. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, well that's fascinating. Then tell me a little bit about the Maui project. And I have to say I'm quite envious, because I would love to see you located off of Marine Corps Base, Hawaii. Yeah. And I hope that will ultimately be your second location in Hawaii. The ocean climate is quite good over there.
Yeah, oh yeah, all the North Coast locations for each of the islands is quite good. So yeah, I think that's your electorate up.
That's the area I represent, yeah. Right? Yeah. Okay. That's part of the 50th district. Yeah. Kaneohe Bay and Kailua, and it includes the Mokapu Peninsula, which contains the Marine base. Yeah. And by the way, they are absolutely wonderful neighbors. They had 300 young Marines over at Aikahi Elementary School helping to rebuild a playground. Yeah. The Department of Education, the DOE, had demolished the playground on safety reasons, and so the community pulled together and raised money and designed with the students and a vendor and designed the new playground, and the Marines were there for weekend after weekend. 300
Marines, you get it done pretty quickly.
Oh, you absolutely do. Yeah. You absolutely do. Well, going back to wave energy,
Maui and
Maui, and the resource is free. It's not like importing
Absolutely.
ocean water or importing ocean waves.
Yep.
So we lower the cost right there.
Yeah, the only cost, and I wouldn't say it's insignificant, but the only cost is the cost of construction of the device and
Right.
its operation and maintenance. And once that, I mean, that still applies to any fossil fuel generator too. You still have to construct it, and you still have to operate and maintain it. And in fact, the operation of a fossil fuel generator is much more intensive and therefore costly than one of our generators. And then they have to import the fuel
Right.
constantly, and so there's a
And
cost.
send the money out of state, and there it goes.
Yep, exactly. So in our case, we will be certainly the intention, and this goes for wherever we build these devices. You know, there's a fair bit of steel in them, and it's not something you can put into a little box and ship off to wherever you want. So they'll be, in general, built near to the location they'll be deployed at. Therefore, I think for the project on Maui, the most logical location would appear to be Oahu, somewhere on Oahu, where some heavy steel fabrication yards, I'm told, exist, transported over there. So the construction will be local. That means local jobs and dollars staying primarily in the state, and then the fuel is free. So.
And the local part is just music to our ears, because we want to stimulate our economy and do it in a green, responsible way. And
yeah, exactly.
This is excellent.
It fits the bill, I think, perfectly for where the world, I think everyone is starting to realize, has to head, and that is, you know, to do things that are, you know, that keep the economy going, but not to the detriment of the environment.
Right.
And you know, this is in the past, a lot of people have said, well, if you the two are mutually exclusive, and if you want a good economy, you have to, the environment has to suffer, and jobs, you'll lose jobs. But I don't believe that's the case at all.